Okay, we're gonna be very up close today. Hello, happy first day of June. Today, and for the next 9 days, I will be fleshing out the characters and the settings and the history of Project What, or Violet. I also have a few other things I want to do because I finished Project Quest. I finished the 0 draft. I'm calling it a 0 draft now because there are so many issues in it that I know I need to fix before I can actually print out the first draft like I did with Violet. This was draft 1. The only reason I printed this one out was because I genuinely had no idea what I needed to change. So reading it out on paper really helped me out. But in Project Quest, I know there's a ton of stuff wrong. I already have a list of stuff I know I have to change, but I'm gonna go through that draft and, you know, pick out all the little things that I need to change.
Alright, quick change. I'm actually going to be revising Project Quest during Camp NaNoWriMo. It's not my main goal. I will talk about it later, in later videos. But that, yeah, okay.
So I can add them or rewrite them completely in draft 1. I also I have this new story idea. I always have new story ideas. It's dumb. I have, so far, Project What, Violet, Project Quest, which I just finished the 0 draft of, Project Glass, which you saw me plot, and then I have this new one that I was thinking of for the past few days. It's called Project End, and it is about the end of the world. So I want to start the character sheets sort of things for Project What, and I want to write just a little bit of backstory for my characters for this new project, because I want to get it out of my head before I forget it, because I know I will forget it. I should probably explain what I'm doing right now. I put on a ton of Kate Kavanaugh live streams and just worked. So in the first stream that I watched, I edited a video because I really wanted it out because it's going out in 2 days. And I just wanted to make sure it was out there before I forgot about it. So I edited that, and then for the sprints. And then for the little chatty parts that are like 10-15 minutes, I started working on both Project End of the World. That was also in the time lapse before. So I worked on Project End of the World, figuring out just the little things. I have like 5 notes so far. Also started working on the character sheets for Project What, which is what this video is about primarily. I have a checklist of what I want in each character's thing so far. Just like small, not small, but like, you know, you know. So I have the name, obviously, of the character, their birthday, which I did not have until today, which is kind of sad, their false goals, and then their real goals, their strengths, flaws, habits, sayings that they say a lot throughout the book, their strong opinions, something that they have to risk for the story, their fears, a bit of backstory, which I'll type up instead of write down because I know that's going to be tough, hobbies and interests, their character arc, and also their physical description. That's all I have so far. I'm trying to find some more things to add to just really flesh out these characters, to give them all that they need so they're human. But I've gotten up to the characters' flaws so far for each of my main characters, all 3 of them. Okay, it's been probably an hour and a half. I worked for an hour. And now I'm gonna get to what this video is actually about, and that is fleshing out my characters. I have not touched it since that time lapse that I made, but they're in here. Oh, they're kind of poking out. Okay. I don't think I've shown these yet. I made these little character sheets, like title pages for my main characters.
and I really like them. But got these 3. I am going to get my list of stuff out. So, so far, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of the 15 things that I have on here. So, not bad. Now, I'm going to work on physical descriptions so I can, like, you know, add it into the book when it is needed. I'm gonna put it on different pages in this because it's gonna be a pretty brainstorming, messy looking thing. So, need 3 more pieces of paper, and I'm gonna get to that. Obviously, I have visual descriptions of them, like I have photos and I have those drawings that I made, but I want something that I can use as like a word bank for me to plug in at certain times when I don't really have the right words for things, so I'm gonna do that. Alright, I finished the main thing. They're called quick descriptions, but they all go onto the back. I'm glad I put this on a separate page because that would take up the entire back of this, and I need that for something else for the rest of my list. Alright. And it is 1:15 in the morning now, so I'm going to either read. I'm currently reading Little Fires Everywhere, or I will draft a little bit in Project Glass because I really want to go further in that story. Now that I say it out loud, I'm gonna read. I'm gonna read. Alright, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Hello. It is the next day. I feel like this is the first time I'm filming today, but it's 4:15. I have been watching writing vlogs and just playing Animal Crossing to try and make all the money back that I used on clothes and and like furniture and stuff, because I spent like $20,000 last week. 20,000 bells last week, and I'm trying to get those all back. But now I'm gonna get to what this vlog is about and do some more character building. I'm going to try and finish up the main characters today because hopefully it'll be a lot more succinct and short than the physical appearance thing that I wrote. And then for the other characters that are sort of side characters, you only see them once or twice, maybe I'll try and fit all theirs onto a single page because you don't really need to know too much about them. I'm going to get to doing that. I'm gonna work for an hour, sprint. Okay, it's been an hour. I am... How many did I get? 3. I did 3 things. I got the characters' habits, their sayings that they say. They all have one. And then their fears, which motivate them, obviously. The last thing I'm going to put on here... last few things I'm going to put on here, because I thought I already did. I'm going to add their character arc, that'll be separate, and their hobbies, because something they risk I feel will come to me when I write the second draft, because I can't really fathom that right now. So I'm going to figure out their character arcs throughout the story and also type up their backstory. So I'm gonna get to that. Okay, happy 3:40 in the morning. I am at my desk watching YouTube, and I just finished the first sort of backstory thing. I'm gonna figure out the arcs, I think, for these characters, or draft another story. I'll figure it out though, and tell you what I did later. Ew. So, instead of doing any of the things that I said for the past 30 minutes, I went on Pinterest and got some more photos for my storyboards. My boards for my story, not... Yeah, I'm gonna go to sleep because it's 4 in the morning now. I did not mean to stay up this late, but here we are. Alright, peace. Okay, I haven't filmed all day, but I am working on it. I just thought you'd want to hear this. I just ripped this out of my shirt. Ready? Hopefully it's over here. Another one for the boys? Okay. But I am working, see? Yeah. Hello. It is 2:45 in the morning, but I finished the main character arcs for my 3 main characters. Here they are, look how cute. And they're kind of good. Just not to toot my horn or anything, but they are. And I'm going to make smaller ones for their false motives and false goals and whatnot that take place in like the first act of the book, mostly, before things get a little dystopian-y. I'm gonna work on those, but I did finish the main character arcs. Thought I'd update. Hi, I am currently editing a video. It's a very long video. It is currently 44 minutes long, and I'm putting in some new clips, and it's gonna take a while for them to load into the software that I use. This video is probably gonna be really long too, now that I think about it. I'm gonna work on my characters again for Project What. So one of my main characters technically has 2 different, like, personal arcs that they have. So I only made 1, so I'm gonna figure out the second one right now, and then I just have to figure out the main character's main hobbies and interests. I basically know them, but I want to get them down on paper. I wanted these done, this character checklist that I made for the main characters done yesterday or 2 days ago. I think it was 2 days ago. But we know I can't stick by deadlines, so I don't care. But I am going to try and get the little quick character sheets done for the rest of my characters by tomorrow. Okay, by tomorrow, because I'm only giving myself 10 days to do this. So tomorrow's the 6th. I guess we'll see, right? In an effort to get better at using my laptop for making my covers, I made this one. Here, I'll show it now. Wow. I got these photos off like a little stock image thing, and I was just trying to figure out what different layers did, what different everything did, and I think it turned out pretty well. I like it. I like the vibe. It's way different from this one. I wish it was a little more greenish and bluish, like the one that I printed out already, but it gives off the dystopian vibe that this story has, and not a fantasy vibe like the other one. So that's an improvement. Hi, I haven't been filming a lot because I haven't been working a lot. I might have actually filmed yesterday. I don't know, but today's been kind of busy because my sister came over and we just hung out. I've been working on my character checklist right now, and I just finished everything I know for my main characters. So I have their name, their birthday, which probably won't come up in the story, but I thought it'd be fun to know. False goals and motives, real goals and motives, strengths, flaws, habits, sayings, fears, hobbies and interests, their character arc, and their physical description. So now I'm going to try and fly through all of my side characters, which I don't know how many there are. Yeah, quite like a page and a half like, list long. All this and then this. So we'll see how this goes. So I got 3 characters in. I have one like side of each done, so it's not much, but I'm gonna stop for now because I really want to finish the book I'm reading right now, Little Fires Everywhere, today. So I'm gonna go do that. Hello, it is the next day. I finished my book earlier. I didn't finish it last night like I wanted to, but it's done, and that's great. If you want to hear me talk about Little Fires Everywhere, I have a reading vlog already out up there somewhere. But now I'm going to get back into characters. For the side characters, I'm not doing as much. Like, I didn't do the false motives and the real motives and stuff. I'm kind of just doing physical appearance and their like relationship with the other characters. So very cool. Hello. So I'm working on the character sheets right now, and I just realized that I wanted all of these done by yesterday. So that's kind of fun. It's a cool little surprise, a little prank I pulled on myself. But I'm gonna try and get as much as I can done today. So far, I have done 1 today because I'm also filming a reading vlog right now, and I have not really done that either. Hello, an update from me on the next day. I have 2 days to finish what I assumed would be the entire thing of my side characters, but I'm going to change that. So it is only up to chapter 9, because that's Act 1, and that's what I want to get done in camp. I want to get Act 1 done. So I will be putting in little notes and stuff for different characters that I know over time, but for now I want to really flesh out my characters for Act 1 that I introduced then, so I can figure that all out. I just want to get stuff done for Act 1, so at least, because that's all I'm going to be writing in the near future for sure. So far I'm on the first few points of chapter 6, like the first few characters that are in chapter 6. There's a lot of characters that get introduced in chapter 6 because my main character goes back home and we get introduced to all of her friends and family and neighbors and whatnot. But that's my update. So I worked a little bit on characters. It's not much, but worked a little bit on it. Worked through my main villain, my main antagonist, a little bit. And I have his appearance. I did not have a physical description of him the first time around. It just didn't come up, so I didn't It should have come up, but it didn't come up in my brain. So I'm gonna finish all of the Act 1 characters today, hopefully. 10 more characters. And then, since I want this video done by the 10th, and it is currently the 8th, I will try and plow through all my Act 1 settings. Hello. Don't mind the hair. I have a little headband back here. Or the face. I just woke up and it's 2 p.m. Well, I just got out of bed. I've been reading. Reading vlog. I am switching my goals. Just a little bit. I'm giving myself 5 more days to do this because today's the 9th, and if I was gonna stick to my original goal, I would have all of my characters fleshed out the best I can on different pieces of paper so I can write down stuff later once I actually start writing them, so I can keep note to see if it actually fits. Obviously, I'm not even done with the Act 1 characters so far, and I have 2 days left to do this. So I'm going to continue fleshing out both characters and settings until the 15th. So this video is going to go on longer, this video is going to be longer, whoops, but instead of just doing all the Act 1 characters, I will try to be getting all of them done, because I know if I flesh out all the characters now, it will be a lot easier to get the plot down in the second half of this month. So I will be trying to flesh out all the characters the best I can. Some of them are like super duper side characters that you only see like in one chapter, so it shouldn't be too extensive, but I'm gonna get to that now. Oh, and a notebook update. I had to do some patching because it was off from here down. It was just off, and I just got lazy down here, but I had to patch it all up. It took forever. I watched like an hour's worth of videos to doing this because I had to go between the little rings, and I also just did this because I thought it fit. So that's what my notebook looks like now. The back is completely untouched. Like, it isn't broken at all except for like there, but that doesn't affect it. And then that's just from the corner. But my baby's staying strong. I just did an hour sprint, and I worked on the characters, and I got through all the characters for Act 1, so that's pretty epic. So my original goal for these, to get the character sheets done, all of them, every single one of them that I have so far, was to have them done by the 6th. It is the 9th. This video is supposed to end on the 10th, and I still have settings. I still have the settings to do, so obviously that's not gonna work unless I just fly through the settings. So instead, I already talked about this, I feel I did. I will be trying to finish all the character sheets by the 11th, and then from the 12th to the 15th, it will be all my setting stuff. But I just finished all of Act 1, so progress is progress. Gross. Cardboard chair? That's epic. Okay, I filmed a little bit, like a little time lapse I think today, and today's the last day that I'm giving myself to work on these characters, and I'm almost done actually. I have 3 more characters to make. They're all very side characters. You see them like twice. So I'm almost done, and then I can start working on the settings, which is epic.
Okay. I've leaned my phone up against this candle that the cap is not on completely. Whoops. I'm done with the basic descriptions and backstories of these characters, and I'm done with the basic backstory of all my side characters now. I can't believe I actually finished that on my revised what is that called? Goal. My first goal was to have this video done by now. 1 day ago, it was supposed to be done. This video was supposed to be done, but I've still 4 days to film, so that's epic. Okay, this is very exciting for me, at least. I have been chatting with someone that follows me on YouTube, and they really like my cover for Violet, this bad boy, and they've asked me to make them a cover for their book, their fantasy book. That's so cool. I've obviously taken them up on that offer. If I have it done by the time this video goes out, then I will put it in here. Here. They go by the name of Jijo on YouTube. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. And I'm gonna get to work on that, even though it's like 2 in the morning right now. Hello. It is... Doesn't matter what day it is. It's the 12th of June. I didn't start working on the settings yesterday at all. Well, kind of. For the whole week, basically, I have been building my 3 main characters, their like living situations, because it's a dystopian, who would have thought, and it's a very small island that they live on. No, not very small. It's a pretty small island that they live on, and the population is quite large. So these apartments that they live in are very small, or are very or larger, and have like 2 to 4 families in them. So I'll put like a little video of me going through it here while I talk. So I stacked them all on top of each other. This is not what it looks like in the story. This is not what it's supposed to look like in like your brain when you look at it, because they all live in different districts on the island. But I thought it was just easiest if I put them all in the same lot, you know? You see, one is huge and it has like a ton of beds and stuff in it. There's 4 families in that one. Then there's one that's below ground that is for 1 family, but it is much smaller. And it is a large family. So the 4 families that live in the larger apartment are like 5 people or less. But then the family in the basement below, that isn't actually in a basement, but for the people that are in the basement, there's like 8 of them. So, and then the top one has like a stall and stuff because it's in an orphanage on that island. So I finished those are all done. But now I'm going to do some typing for some history that I didn't feel like writing down, because I feel like it would take too much and I would have new information to add in that would make sense if it was moved somewhere else, and you can't do that on paper. So I'm gonna type that up and do a little typey sounds, little typey ASMR. Okay. Hi. It is 12:30 in the morning, but and this is like the end of today. I was hanging out in my sister's room again, working, and this is actually like the first update I've made today, because
we had a family gathering sort of thing, and we were there from 4 to 10, so I didn't get much done today. I did figure out that I'm going to type up most of the rest of my backstories and descriptions so I can print them out. I just wanted to do that because I know it'd be much easier for me to type them out instead of write them down. So I will be typing up the rest of my settings. So far I have 13, 12. I have 12. I have the 13th one I have a sentence in, so it doesn't really count. But that's my update for today. I'm gonna go to sleep now. I kind of look like an e-boy. Like this. Hi. It is 12:45 in the morning. I have been working on my world building stuff. I'm gonna try and get all the descriptions and backstory done today because tomorrow, or I guess today because it's midnight, but tomorrow is my last day I'm filming and my last day I'm giving myself for the world building. So I want to get all the backstory and description done today so I can print this out, and then on lined paper I will be going through all the plot points that go down in each setting that I can remember. So let's get to work. So for this, the thing that I had to make, I feel like I talked about it before, but I didn't have it this fleshed out. It has a little fold out. It's a little fancy fold out. This is the base for my like antagonist group, and I just wanted to get it fleshed out, so there it is. Alright, so I finished all of my quick descriptions and backstories. You can see them all over here. It is 7 pages and 5,000 words, so that's pretty good. And now I'm gonna go through the whole doc and highlight so I don't have to do that. I don't have to sift through it later. Woo!
Zen. Oh.
Womp, womp, womp. Hi, this is the end of this video, and I actually finished. I decided to not make a list of all the things that happen at certain places because that'll be figured out when I'm plotting, so I didn't need to write it down specifically there because I knew I'd forget stuff anyways. So I just skipped that, but I have all the descriptions, all the backstory for each of my settings, and I finished it on time. Well, technically not on time because I wanted this video done 5 days ago, but done on new time, on my new goal. I hit my new goal. I did figure out that I would need a whole bunch of new settings for after I replot it because I've added a bunch more stuff into like Act 2, a lot more stuff in Act 1 as well, and like the false leads and stuff, so I will need new settings for that, as well as probably new characters, a lot of new characters. But you know, that's the fun of it. But I'm done with the settings for the book right now, which is epic. I'll see you later then. Peace. Peace. Bye. Goodbye. Bye. Goodbye. Okay, bye.